What's up, guys? Welcome to the Bullfrog YouTube channel. Just wanted to kind of stop on in here and have a bit of a discussion, bit of a talk. You know, had some thought-provoking thoughts today, and made this channel, or I made tweaks to this channel like forever ago, and I never actually made a YouTube video. If you're any of my family that watches this, I use this channel for like bowling a lot, and got like 130 subscribers on here. Nothing crazy, nothing large, nothing insane, but we're here, and we're doing our thing. So this video is gonna be like an uncut discussion kind of video. Some thought-provoking stuff that I had going on today. A little bit about myself and about like what I want to do with this channel. Just the whole 9 yard. And then, as you can see in the background, we've got some OPTCG sim gameplay. Getting burnt out with the meta, I'm not gonna lie, and I think I'm looking up some deck lists right here, and I think I'm tweaking the Nami deck list, and then we're probably this video is probably gonna have some Nami gameplay in the background, because it's like the one leader that I always saw this year, or I guess this set, especially at the regional that I went to and stuff like that. And if any one of my fans, I don't know, dude, if anybody wants to see some like One Piece gameplay, watch me play with some decks, play around with some stuff, I'd be totally down. I love the OPTCG sim, or the game. I love OPTCG. The art's awesome. It's such a pretty card game. It's awesome. We're getting into a bit of a power creep right now, which kind of sucks, because I know like some of my buddies aren't as good at saving their money as others, and it's hard for them to get good playable cards, and a lot of stuff doesn't compete, which, what are you gonna do? But yeah, back to the video here, and we just let this play in the background. I was sitting at work today, by myself. Saturdays I pretty much hold down the fort by my lonesome. And I was just thinking about, the direction that I'm going in. Like, where in the world am I going to end up? How am I going to get there? Where do I want the direction to go? And just all in all, just going on about like my journey through the planet, and it's tough. And a little bit about myself. I'm 22. I work at a freaking bowling alley. I'm a pin setter mechanic. I guess by some standards, that might be like a well-off kind of standard, but to me it's not. I don't want to say I hate my job, because I love what I do. Like, the pin setters are fun to work on, but it's tough work, man. It's not easy. And yeah, we're going through thoughts of what the future wants to be, what the future will entail. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't even want to say I don't know what I want to do, because I'm stuck in a different kind of predicament. I want to do everything. And I want to do everything forever. For instance, like, I have so many, like, just hobbies. I mean, like, I've got this, you know, the gameplay in the background. I've got One Piece. I freaking love the TCG. I'm a bowler, you know. I bowl a lot. For the people that might get recommended this video for subscribing, and you're like, where's the bowling content? Yeah, I'm a bowler. Like jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. For a long time I was doing MMA and jiu-jitsu. And like, I want to do all those things. Motorcycles. I'm getting into motorcycles. I just got on the road for the first time with a motorcycle the other day. It was awesome. And so, like, I'm stuck in, like, what feels like a loophole of, like, holy crap, where is my direction? Like, I don't know what I want. I have no idea what I want. And so today, as I was like holding the fort down, as I was manning it by myself, like, I was thinking, like what is it? What could it be? And ultimately, I think it came down to creating and being like a creative in a way. Whenever I was a lot younger, I think it was like 8th grade. I am young. I'm 22. I understand that. But I think it was like around 8th grade or so. My teacher at the time, he was my history teacher. And it was like an end of the year assignment, you know, it was like a letter from your parents type of thing. And I'm pretty sure it was like a standard, like, what do you want to be when you grow up kind of thing. And I took it home. My mom filled it out, and like, I didn't read it until like I got to school, and it was such a moving message of like how I was at the time. And what it said was like, this is my son. My son likes to create things, and for some reason, that's as far as my memory goes. But I do remember how I was during that time, and how, like, I would just make stuff all the time. Like, one day I made like weird stuff, man, like 100 papered airplanes. Threw them out the window. And I might have gotten in trouble, but like, it was whatever. But because I thought the paper airplanes were like pretty, you know, going down. And so yeah, I think the question of like, what do you want to do when you grow up kind of question is hard for people, because they do know what they want to do. And that might sound like counterintuitive, but a lot of people that want to be themselves themselves don't fit in like a societal norm in terms of like your degree, your job, you know, your however much you're getting paid, your minimum wage, you know, well, not your minimum wage, but like, do you fit in a minimum class type of thing? Like, are you your family, picket fence, whole 9 yard? Some people's dreams just don't fit in like that kind of that kind of norm, you know? And I think for the people that, like, you know, they say, oh, what do you want to be whenever you grow up? And, like, you know, I'm watching this gameplay back. I should have KO'd the young girl promo instead of the Nami. I should have just ate that swing. Anyways, back to it. But, like, you know, I think I know what I want to do. Like, I want to be creative. That's what I want to do. Like, ever since I was young, like, I wanted to do this YouTube thing, and I was just too scared to, like, continue to upload or continue to have a schedule, or, like, I'd get burnt out of thinking of what a home run video should have been instead of just making a video. And, you know, I started a card channel, Weir's TCG, with me and my buddies, and, like, that was really fun. Like, I had a lot of enjoyment out of that. And I don't know, I just stopped doing it out of, like, dude, come on. Like, I gotta get a better job, dude. I'm not making any money. When in reality, I mean, if I wasn't just an idiot and didn't spend my money on stuff that, like, you know, the usual kid spend your money stuff on, stuff that you don't need, like, I'd be well off. I'd be okay. I wouldn't have to stress. And so, you know, my lovely girlfriend, best girlfriend in the world. I can't wait to marry her, and I hope she doesn't feel like I'm not gonna marry her. But she's helped out a ton, and, like, I'll like a kid almost. I'll come, like, excited with, like, plans of, like, what I want to do. Like, right now, I'm going through a process that I'm only putting on YouTube. I'm only putting, like, only YouTube knows about my feelings towards this process. I don't think it's going to work out. I'm going through this process of becoming an RN through an accelerated program at UPMC, and I'm going to go through it. I'm going to spend the money. I'm going to do the thing. But I don't know. I learn well whenever I like what I'm learning. And I know if you flunk, like, one thing through this nursing school, you're done. You're flunked through the program. And so maybe this is just me being paranoid. I don't know. But I feel as if I'm not fully committed to becoming a nurse and fully committed to the idea of becoming a nurse, then I know how I'll treat some things of becoming a nurse, and I know I'll fail, and I know I will spend the money and then waste the money, which you live and you learn. But is this just anxiety-induced foresight, or is this just, I'm doing this for the money, I'm not doing this because I want to do this? And I personally think I'm doing this because I want the money. I'm not doing this because I want to do this. I love helping people, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this because I want to do this. And it kind of leads me down the road if I'm not doing this because I don't want to do this, or if I'm doing this for the money, I'm not going to succeed through the process, because I know how I am, and I know that if I don't have an ounce of, like, I don't want to say care, but an ounce of, like, when will I use this kind of idea, which, don't get me wrong, if you're going to school to become a nurse, you're going to use everything. Although, I'm going to school to become a nurse without college credits, which means I have to take college credits through my course, which means I got to drive to St. Francis, one of the St. Francis's, not to drop my location. I'm in Pennsylvania, it's whatever. I gotta make a trek to go to school. It's lengthy, and I'm sure somebody will say, "Hey, man, the reward will pay off." I'm like, yeah, but like for how long? Because I wanna embed myself in something that I wanna do forever. And maybe I'm just greedy. And maybe that's just greed. And maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe that's my problem. Like I almost want it too much. And like you might be wondering, like, what do you want? And like I said, I want to be creative. I want to make stuff. I want to build stuff. I want to build like a brand. I want to build like this channel. I want to build a company. I want and then maybe into the bit of a darker part of this, but like, dude, I want to own a block. Not affiliatedly, but like I own every property on that street. Now, some might be like, that's a little unrealistic, but like, that's what I want. That's what I want. And that might be like past experiences with people might influence that, It's just, I want to have something of my own, I want my determination to predict the outcome of whatever I want. For instance, like since there's cards on the screen, if I wanted to open up a card shop, you might be thinking, Rudy said no. You know what I say? I'm not going to say it because this is the first video on the channel, but you could probably figure what I would say. I'd say shove it, Rudy. But in all honesty, I mean, he is right. It's pretty unsustainable. But back to the question at hand. Just very simply, just something of my own. And I think that's exactly what I want. And yeah. So I guess to end it off, if you've made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you. I'm probably just going to upload this as it is. I mean, I might not even edit it or anything. I'm probably just going to throw it on YouTube. I have no links or anything like that. I mean, I guess subscribe. Maybe if you're going through the same thing right now, subscribe. If you're an older person that's going to tell me in the comments, like, oh, you're so young, like, you've got so much more time, like the video. If you're neither of those and you're just a kid and this stumbled on your For You page, share it and give me the last 4 digits of your social security number. Don't actually do that last part. Please. But no, if you're going through it, man, just know I'm going through it too. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to try this YouTube thing. this YouTube thing don't work out, I mean, maybe I don't work out. In game. Peace.